Can you change it?
No.
Can't change it, right? So it does you no good to dwell on it. Sometimes we dwell on maybe bad points, but sometimes we dwell on good points, right? How many times have you guys seen players go, they hit a great shot, they're like, give me applause, give me applause, give me applause. They're still thinking about the great shot that they hit, and then before they know it, before they come back, they realize, oh shoot, I just lost the last 3 points, I didn't even realize it, right? So you cannot change what's happened already in the past. So when you play one point, whether it's good, whether it's bad, just know, hey, come back, play again, whatever point is in front of you, you make sure you give 100% focus.
Hello and welcome along to the Tennis Asia podcast. And on this show, we're going to take a look at a player we haven't actually mentioned on this show, from a country that we actually haven't mentioned on this show before either. And joining us to take us through, Mr. Tennis Asia himself. Eddie, how are you? You've been enjoying Cincinnati, Montreal, etc., etc., etc.
Yeah, been enjoying all that. But I thought it would be, a good idea to focus on this particular player, just because, as you said, we haven't had a chance to talk about her, but her achievements have been pretty special.
Indeed. Well, Indonesia is a country of something like 280 million people. It's not exactly known as a hotbed of tennis. I think something we actually said about the Philippines, of course, with the breakthrough of Alex Ayala a few months ago. But there has been a breakthrough player in recent months, so certainly over the past year. A year ago, or just over a year ago, unranked, I believe, now on the verge of the top 100. Who are we talking about?
Yeah, we are talking about none other than Janice Chen from Indonesia, who, as you rightly said, was unranked as recently as June last year. So she's 23 now. So why was this the case? It's because she was attending university in the US, and she was, competing with the US college team. Of course, it's an increasingly popular route for players these days before they go into the professional game. However, it is quite unusual for a player to, especially in this way, because, we've seen recently sort of players make a sudden jump from the from the the US circuit, college circuit, into pros. I mean, like on the men's side, you've seen Jacob Farnley. Obviously, I think he was outside the top 500, and then before you know it, he was suddenly winning challenges and getting into Wimbledon and all that. Now in the top 50 or made the top 50, and then obviously we've had players come through. I know, like in the past on the women's side, you've Danielle Collins, but I mean, a lot of Americans would tend to do that, but it's becoming increasingly popular for players outside of the US as well to do it. And of course, Janice is from Indonesia, and she has, remarkably, she, because normally when players play on the US college circuit, they'll split their time when they have time, in the holidays, they'll go and play some pro events. And I think, she did do that at some point. But by the time she actually went fully pro, I think the last pro event that she'd actually played was back in 2022. So last year she went pro in June and had no ranking, and seemingly just started beating everyone in her path. And you just
she had a pretty decent junior career before she went to university, but evidently there's something that happens that they then come out, or in her case, comes out as a fully formed, ready to go on the tour. Certainly in the brutally competitive ITS.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned her junior. I think she career high ranking in the junior seemingly within the top 100, but not, you know, out of this world. And
right.
yeah, so obviously it, you know, as I said, she started playing June last year and then seemingly just started winning. You know, she had to start from the qualification of, you know, ITF events, right? So just starting from the bottom and then, you know, just took it from there. And yeah, I think the first event that she played on her return to pro tennis was in Monastir. Yeah, entered the qualies there. And yeah, just won every match, took the title. That's obviously the lowest rung of professional tennis, the 15K in Monastir, but nonetheless, beat everyone in straight sets, just hammered them, and then took the title. And then continued that, you know, because they play consecutive
Did
events.
it 3 weeks in a row, yeah.
Yeah, 3 wins in a row. I think she dropped one set in the second event. I've just got the results up here. So yeah, very good. And then eventually went to Europe. She did lose a few matches, but or one match there. But yeah, and ended up getting semis and then another title. And then yeah, of course, some losses did come, but then she won another 15K and yeah, a bunch of 15Ks. And eventually rounded off the year at the end in December, winning a 35K. So, you know, obviously she's showing that she's probably too good for this ITF level. Yeah, that 35K again, didn't drop a set. So, yeah, I mean, it's certainly when you look at those kind of results, you're going to think maybe a lot more players who are unsure about making the jump as a youngster to being professional are maybe thinking, well, maybe it's not so bad if I can go to college and then come out seemingly completely ready to take on the pros. And yeah, this year it's sort of more or less, I mean, I guess it was a bit of a slower start. She qualified for 75K and and lost in the first round. But then when she came back to Asia, semis in Osaka, 35, runner-up in Goyang, 35, and then eventually the title in Goyang in the following week. Semis in Changwon, winner in Andong, yeah, and then seemingly winning just consecutive events, a 35K, a 15K, 35K, and then a 50K consecutively. I mean, these tournaments, impressive. Again, just like beating everyone without dropping a set. Another, yeah, and then a 35K in Taipei. And then that got her, by June this year, within a year of her coming back to pro tennis, is into the top 200. Yeah, so that basically secured her spot in the US Open qualifying draw, which will be coming up very soon. So we can look forward to that. But then, yeah, went to the US. And, you know, you might be thinking, well, okay, she's done that in Asia. Good to, you know, to have that kind of form. But then, you know, she's going to go...
Can she do it on a humid afternoon in Lexington? That's the question.
Well, exactly. But also, you know, bigger events in the US and you know, generally, you know, you're going to have a better field at the events in the US. And obviously, especially with the US Open coming up. And yeah, she went to a 100 in Evansville first, got to the quarterfinals after beating... yeah, she beat Carol Zhao in the second round, but then lost to Katie McNally in the quarterfinals. But of course, that is not anything to be ashamed of. McNally is a player that's been up in the top 50, and I think, you know, she's quite young herself. She's, you know, fell down, I think, maybe to injury, and then is working her way back up. I think she went on to win that title, and then yeah, she goes on to Lexington, which you mentioned, in Kentucky. You know, obviously it's going to be a hot summer there, and yeah, she still got to the final, finished runner-up to Wang Jiyu, who is obviously an experienced player herself, who's been up.
Been top 50, yeah.
Yeah, been up top 50. And yeah, so, you know, she took her to 3 sets, followed that up with another runner-up spot in Landisville, another 100K title, K event, and you know, she beat Lanlana Tararudi in straight sets, a player we've mentioned many times in the quarterfinals. Yeah, in straight sets, 6-1, 6-3. Lost out to Petra Marchenko in the final, but you know, that was 6-7, 6-3, 4-6. So it was a tight match. So she's shown certainly that she can compete in these higher events. I mean, this is very, very good form. Petra Marchenko herself, by the way, is just 19 years of age, and is already near the top 100. So she's a player with much potential, and from Croatia.
Tell us a little bit about, obviously these wins have above 15 level, all these wins have come on hard courts. Tell us a little bit about her game.
You know, she's played at obviously the US college circuit, which is very competitive, and you know, you can definitely tell that in terms of how comfortable she seems at being able to play big in the big moments, and sort of having that sort of competitive spirit on the court. Yeah, she seems to be a good fighter. She moves well. She's a good athlete. She's quite strong. I mean, in terms of strokes, her forehand stands out. She's got a good forehand. She tends to hit the slice a lot on the backhand, but she seems to be very solid in doing that. I mean, she doesn't hit it too much in terms of like a full backhand, but yeah, definitely very impressive in terms of her, I would say, like her competitiveness, and also just, you know, moves well, is a good athlete. So she's definitely got the qualities, I think, to move on. I mean, she's made the top 150 now, and apparently hello and welcome to this Tennis Asia TV live watch along for this semi-final clash between Janice Chen of Indonesia and Fran Jones of Great Britain. This is the match in Sao Paulo, the WTA 250 event, and I'm really happy to have many of you joining to watch this match. It's a historic match for Indonesian tennis in that it is the first time since 2002 that an Indonesian player has been this far at the WTA Tour level. And if she makes the final, again, it will be the first time since 2002 that a player has done that. And the player that did that back in 2002 was Angelique Wijaya, who actually went on to win the title, amazingly, at the age of 17. Yeah, so back in 2002, that's actually the year that Janice Chen was born. I don't know if that's a good omen or not, but we'll see. So obviously, many people are watching with interest. Us at Tennis Asia, we are very interested in the rising Janice Chen, because she has had a unique path to getting here, in the sense that, well, we see a lot of players actually coming through the US college circuit, and it is becoming an increasingly popular route for players outside of the US as well now, like Janice. But Janice, you know, graduated, and she did the full, you know, until the end of her university at Pepperdine, and she graduated last year and started in June with no WTA ranking, and just started winning, starting from the bottom, and winning as many matches as she could. And then she won a lot, many matches on the ITF Tour, eventually leading to her qualifying for the US Open this year, you know, entering the top 200 that allowed her to get into the qualifying draw. And then she goes and beats the players standing in her way, all in straight sets. She beat Aoi Ito in that final qualifying round. She's a great creative player from Japan, and many were expecting her that she might qualify, but Janice was very comfortable, and you know, she is a player that can overpower because she has a great forehand, and she's a good athlete. As I say, she's come through that US college system, and players that come through that tend to be very competitive. They tend to be have that sort of fighting spirit, and more than a lot of players, they tend to not get too rattled when the going gets tough. And if anything, they tend to bring out their best tennis in those moments. And Janice, I can see at the moment they're on the court and they're just starting the warm up. They've done the toss. So yeah, it's Janice Chen. Now we should maybe talk a little bit about her opponent in this match, which is Fran Jones, and she is the 6th seed, and of course is higher ranked than Janice. Fran is having a very good year. She's 24 years of age. She's currently at a career high of, I think around the career high of 85 in the world. And she's had a particularly good year in terms of, she also qualified for the US Open for the first time, although she lost in the first round in straight sets to Eva Lise. Eva Lise, a good player, of course. But yeah, Janice, of course, she did great in her US Open debut because she beat one of the seeds, Kudermetova. So yeah, superb from Janice. But I mean, Jones, she has won a WTA 125 title just in July. That was on clay though, and she plays a lot of tournaments on clay. She seems to like that surface. Of course, this is a hard court. So it's a different dynamic, and I think in that sense, it's going to be better for Janice. She prefers these conditions. She's definitely a hard court player, and but you shouldn't discount someone that's won that many matches, albeit on clay. She won 2 WTA 125 titles during the summer, Fran, and she's very much a player on the up. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. But on the other hand, as I said, despite Fran's own form, there's no doubt that Janice has incredible form coming into this. And of course, she just beat Alex Ayala of the Philippines in the quarterfinals, and that was a pretty dominant performance. She won 6-4, 6-1, and Janice was actually down 3-love in that first set. She didn't come out particularly strong, I think. Normally when Janice plays, she does play that backhand with a slice a lot, and I think at the beginning she was struggling a little bit because Alex Ayala is a lefty player, and so that lefty forehand's going into her backhand, and I just don't think she was that comfortable initially, and she started to just play the forehand a lot more. So that's something that we see a lot from Janice, is that sometimes, although she has quite a nice slice backhand, and she doesn't hit much top spin backhand, sometimes she'll just run around the backhand and hit the forehand instead, because she's got a great forehand and she has good footwork and good movement that allows her to do that pretty well. And yeah, that forehand is definitely a weapon. She has a good server as well. I mean, despite, I think she's 168 centimeters tall, which, by normal standards is not short, but in the tennis world, that's a bit short. And yet, despite that, she serves very well. So yeah, no, definitely her serve is not a weakness. It's a decent aspect of her game. And it's going to be interesting to see how this match plays out. As I say, both players confident. Fran also getting to a WTA 250 semi-final here. This is a big moment for her. So we could have a good game on our hands. And it's definitely going to be interesting to see how it goes. I see a lot of comments in this YouTube section from, I think, a lot of Indonesian fans supporting Janice. We'll see this. We've got some predictions here. Uncle Joe saying 6-3, 6-2 prediction for Janice. I mean, would that surprise me? It wouldn't really surprise me that much, because Janice has been playing so well, and she certainly has the ability to really test Jones here. I think it might be a bit closer than that, but we'll have to wait and see. Ari, you joined us before. It's good to see you again, Ari. Yeah, hopefully Janice keeps a strong performance, and certainly she is a good player to watch at her best, and so I do hope we get to see that. I did sort of think we might see a better performance from her at the US Open when she played Emma Raducanu. But I guess, that was a big stage match for her, playing on Louis Armstrong Stadium, so the big stadium in the US Open. And I think, also Emma in that particular match came out and played, very well. One of the best matches I've ever seen her play. She served so well. So we'll have to see. Obviously, this is a big match for Janice, but I think now that she's got those experiences under her belt, I think she'll come out and play well here. And so definitely going to be looking forward to seeing how this match plays out. And let's see if we can get a scoreboard. It looks like they're about to start the match. So let's see if we can get the Sao Paulo scoreboard up for you. I'm going to get that up on the screen right now. There we go. So it looks like they have begun, and it's already 15-love for Fran Jones, the 6th seed in this tournament in Sao Paulo, Brazil. Yes, Janice to receive here, and she does return that serve. Well, we are in a rally, and that forehand is being put to good use. Perhaps Jones will want to avoid the forehand too much. So Janice is slicing here with the backhand, and that slice goes into the net. So it is 30-love to Fran Jones in the first game of this match. If you are watching, please like and subscribe if you are enjoying the content, if you haven't done that already. And maybe leave a comment in the chat where you're watching from. I've got a feeling a lot of you might be watching from Jakarta, but maybe you're not. Maybe you're watching from someone else. I can see someone commenting that they're watching from the Philippines. And that was a good injection of pace there on the forehand from Jones. And Chen tries to respond, but her forehand goes long. 40-love to the British player. Yeah, so that first serve there at 40-love goes out. So second serve from Jones. It is returned by Janice Chen. She gets that forehand going. That's a deep forehand. Oh, but it is... Jones gets it on the backhand side, and it dips just inside the baseline. So that was a good winner there from Jones, and she takes that first game 1-love. Does look like Jones is coming out strong here. So Chen's probably got to start off here. She's got to be thinking, got to play a good service game, get your first service game on the board. Yeah, so I'm actually based here in Seoul, Korea. It's late here. It's after 1 a.m. and yet I'm up here watching on this Saturday night, or rather Sunday morning now, I believe. Yeah, it's late for us in Asia, but we're happy to watch this tennis. It's an historic match, as I said. First time since 2002 that an Indonesian player has been at this stage in a WTA Tour event. And so Chen now to serve. That's a good serve out wide. She has served well this week, and that's a good serve there. Second serve from Chen. It's returned on the backhand side. But then brilliant forehand winner in behind Jones there. 30-love. Yeah, another first serve into the net by Chen. Another second serve here at 30 love. Hope that score is a bit bigger now for you. You can see that clearly. Second serve goes in. It's returned pretty well by Jones, but we're in a rally now. Oh, but that backhand bounced high on Chen's side, and she tried to slice the backhand, but it goes into the net. That was a bit awkward for her. Yeah, so normally I think, her backhand slices have been, they're pretty good, but I think the last match against the Allies, she wasn't using it very well, and she eventually kind of stopped hitting it too much. So she's got to be, careful here. Oh, yeah, she used the slice that time, and it brought the error from Jones. She kind of tried to slice it with the forehand, and it goes into the tram line. So it is 40-15 for Chen. So not a bad start here if she can take this game point. That's a good first serve down the middle, powerful first serve that's unreturned. The first game on the board for Janice Chen. It's 1-all. And of course, one of our viewers, I'm sure a few of you watching from Jakarta, that is where Janice is from. Jakarta, the capital of Indonesia. Oh, Fran Jones just served there. The first serve was out wide, but it was just wide. So second serve it will be. Oh, but that's a double fault from Fran Jones. It hit off the top of the net and went long. So it's love 15. So first point of this game goes to the Indonesian player. First serve's in, and it's returned pretty well. And that draws the error from Jones, who sends her forehand long. It was a good return by Janice Chen, deep, awkward for the Brit. And it's love 30 here. Perhaps a chance now for Chen to get an early break. It's going to be a second serve. Let's see if Chen is going to go strong with the return. Oh, okay. That was an awkward one for her to deal with. It bounced up with the kick on that second serve from Jones. And Chen sends that backhand long. So it is 15-30. Oh, this is a good rally here. Oh, but eventually, yeah, that was Chen trying to run around the backhand and hit that forehand. She went inside out, but she just sends it long, slightly long. Yeah, it's long behind the baseline. So it is 30-all. Jones is looking strong here as well, though. This does look like it's going to be a competitive match. And then Fran Jones, hits an ace down the tee. Ace for the Brit, 40-30. So, yeah, tight match so far in this, just the first few games. But oh, well, that was a serve down the tee from Jones. She thought it was an ace, but it was called out. So it's going to be a second serve. Return there from Janice. It was pretty good. She seems determined to run round that forehand and hit that forehand. She hits that forehand across court, and that was a great winner from Janice Chen. The forehand is absolutely the weapon for her. It's such an exciting shot. And when she hits it like that, you can see why many people are excited about Janice Chen. And she takes it to deuce. Well, it's going to be a second serve again as that first serve from Jones goes into the net. So Chen looking eager on return here. She does return on the forehand side, but she just sends it long. She's going to be disappointed with that. And it's advantage to Jones. Yes, so got to be disappointing there because that was obviously good work from Chen to take it to deuce, but then disappointing with that return. She does return, though, this serve. She's keeping within the rally. It's difficult, though. Jones is able to get a lot of balls back, and then it's a forehand error from Chen. So it is 2-1 to Fran Jones. Yeah, so it's been a pretty incredible rise from Janice, of course, as I mentioned, first Indonesian to make the WTA semi-final since 2002, when Angelique Wijaya made, I think that was in Thailand. I think it was the tournament that she actually went on to win just at the age of 17. I think it was a Pattaya Open, actually, in Pattaya. So, yeah, it's been a long time. But Janice, I mean, it's just been an incredible rise. Obviously, as soon as she got into qualifying for the US Open, that was the first chance to do that, and she qualifies. And then this is her first actual WTA Tour tournament, the regular WTA Tour. And now she's in the semifinals. And, that's very impressive. And it shows that, she's playing high level with confidence. She's being coached now, I think, by a British player, a British coach, I should say, Christopher Bint. And obviously it seems to be working well as a partnership. And it was interesting to hear him talk, is when he started coaching her in May, he said that she didn't know too much about the tour and how the ranking systems and all these things worked. So I guess he's probably had to work with her and educate her a little bit about that. And she probably knows about that a bit more now. But yeah, I mean, that's just interesting to hear because she'd already been doing very well by that point. And I guess just taking each match and each tournament as it comes. And okay, this game has started now. We are in a bit of a rally. But there we go, a lovely forehand winner there from Janice Chen. And how important is that shot going to be for Janice? I mean, how many titles might that win her? How many titles has that won her already? I mean, that is definitely just a great shot. Oh, it's a first serve there into the net. Second serve it will be at 15 love here. Yes, and the serve out wide is unreturned, so it's 30 love. Yeah, many people compare Janice to Ash Barty, who's of course now retired, but the Australian former major winner, great player she was herself. Big forehand, but also similar sort of build and athleticism. But she has a craftiness. She hit a lot of slices. Obviously Chen hits a lot of slice on that backhand side. So there's definitely similarities to the way they play. It's always nice to be compared to a player that good, I'd imagine. Yeah, that ball goes long there from Jones, the slice. 40 love to Janice Chen. So she's doing pretty well on her own service games. Yeah, so that's actually, the slice has actually been working well for for Chen, I think, in this match. I think she's hit a few slices, and there she just aces to take the game. So it's 2 games all. Yeah, and a pretty good first couple of service games for Chen. She's created pressure on Jones's service game in the last one there, but she comes through her service game quite smoothly. I'm amazed at how calm she looks a lot of the time. Yeah, she's got a good. Yeah, she seems very solid in her serve, doesn't she? Chip return there from Janice. Wow, she again runs round to hit that forehand, this time up the line, and it dips just inside the court in that corner. And she takes that first point, 15-love. She's got great movement. I think, like, it's you have to have that movement, like, because she likes to, if she can, sometimes she'll wants to avoid hitting the backhand and hit that forehand. But she's got great movement on her feet that allows her to do that well, and also the strength to still hit the shot as well as she can. Like that last point was so good. Just a really fun player to watch. And yeah, she seems to be dictating now with her forehand. She goes inside this time, but that was wow! I can't believe Jones got the ball there, and the rally's still going. And Jones comes out on top. You have to say that was well done from Fran. Great defense from the British player, and yeah, that was a great on the forehand side. The great defensive shot from Fran Jones, and yeah, Janice was giving her a lot to deal with those forehands, but somehow Jones manages it. Yeah, good serve down the tee, and the return goes long from Chen. 30-15, Jones. Yes. Intriguing match this so far. It's going to be that's a let. Another first serve for Fran. That first serve goes into the net, so it will be a second serve this time. Let's see. Can Chen get into the rally here? Get a good return in. Oh, it's a double fault. Another serve into the net. Second double of the match for the Brit. So 30 all here. So can Chen create a break point here? Oh, that was a serve down the tee again, but it seems to have gone long once more. Another second serve it will be. Bit of pressure now here for Fran on her service game. Yeah, and another double fault. Just another serve dumped into the net. And, it's being handed to Chen here, who now has a break point. Let's see if Chen can take it. Jones will be really hoping to get a good first serve in here. Oh, it goes out wide, and it goes out. Second serve here. Pressure now for Jones. It is in. Oh no, it goes long as well. Wow, another double fault. A series of double faults, 3 double faults. And Chen gets the break. I think her coach, Janice's coach, was signaling for her to, I don't know what, eat something. Maybe get some electrolytes, yeah, some banana, so she can. I'd imagine there in Sao Paulo, it must be reasonably hot and perhaps quite humid. But yeah, a good chance here. Obviously, Chen is up a break, and it was given to her quite easily there. Just a meltdown really from Jones on serve, 3 double faults. Yeah, definitely disappointing from the Brits' point of view. But I'm sure the Indonesian fans or fans of Janice will take it. Let's see if Janice can now step it up now, if she can actually, take this advantage and run with it. Yeah, this is, again, it would be the first time since 2002 if Chen does manage to make it through to the final. And who knows? We've had WTA tournaments in Indonesia in the past. Perhaps now with Janice, making her name on the tour, perhaps we will have, a tournament return to somewhere in Indonesia, Jakarta or Bali was where tournaments have been played before. Plenty of places in Indonesia where it could be done, I suppose. But yeah, Chen starts off 15-love in this game. Yeah, and that was a big serve out wide that goes out, but it will be a second serve now for Janice. Oh, and she dumps it into the net as well, so it's a double fault. 15 all. Yeah, she doesn't want to. She doesn't want to start copying Fran Jones with the number of double faults. Oh, that first serve bounces off the net into the service box. So it will be a let. Another first serve here. And it does go in. She hits that big out wide, and Fran Jones can't return it. 30-15. Excellent stuff. Excellent serving there from Chen. Wow, there, Chen coming into the net and smashing that volley with authority. Yeah, great confident swing there from Chen, and she takes that 40-15. That's a fair point, Ari. Yeah, Jones obviously comes from the UK, from England, and she, it's probably not used to the same levels of humidity and heat as that Janice has played in. And that's another straightforward service game. She hits that serve out wide, and Jones can't return it, and it's 4-2 to Janice Chen. Well, this is true, Ari, but as professional tennis players, they've got to be able to condition themselves for this. I mean, it's obviously not ideal always to play in hot and humid conditions, but a lot of the players would try and prepare themselves for that. Second serve from Jones. It is returned from Chen. Chen tries to go big on the forehand, but it goes wide into the tram lines. 15-love to Jones. This is a great rally, but Jones tries to go big on that running forehand cross court, but it goes wide into the tram lines. 15 all. They were trading forehands there in that rally, strong. And Fran tries to match the pace of Chen, but she makes the error. Now another serve from Jones that served well, but Janice moving well to stay in this rally. Now she's going for the slice backhands, and then she runs to hit the forehand, and it draws the error from Jones. That was smart play. She went from the slice backhand and then quickly ran around. So when the ball came back, that she hit the big forehand, and that drew the error from Jones, who sent her shot long. 30, or I should say 15-30. Oh, that was a nice point from Jones, eventually ending with her forehand winner inside in. And yeah, she probably needed that, because it's getting to a tight moment in the match where she really needs to hold. And that's 30 all. And I think Janice sort of acknowledged with her expression that that was a good shot. That was a good play from Jones. That was out. So it's going to be a second serve for Fran. Oh, it's returned long there from Janice. I think she's maybe could do with some improvements, maybe perhaps with some of her returns. I mean, I think there's been a few returns here and there, which I think she might have handled better. We know that she does serve well, but yeah, she's still in a good position at the moment in this match, although it was kind of handed to her, the break, by Jones. It's going to be a second serve here at 40-30. That's a decent return this time. And we're in a bit of a rally. That's this time with a slice. Oh, Janice tries to lob, but she doesn't quite make it. And yeah, she eventually sends her backhand long. And there we go. It is another game for Fran Jones. So it is 4-3 to Janice Chen, where she still got that one break. So Jan is still here in a good position, and it's going to be really exciting. I mean, I always like it when, you know, in tennis that we see a player who's essentially flying the flag for her country, because, you know, she is, you know, the only player really doing it at this level from her own country. And it's been some time really, since, you know, like about 20 years since they've had players. I mean, I know there's players in doubles doing well from Indonesia, but yeah, it's in the singles game, which is obviously the most watched, the main product in tennis. Yeah, well, I mean, we'll see if she can do it. She had that match against Kudermetova, of course, a very good player, Kudermetova, and she was, I think, the 24th seed in the US Open, and yeah, she did go up a set, but then she lost the second set, so it wasn't straightforward, and then eventually won in 3. But obviously, yeah, I mean, this tournament so far, she's been playing very well. It perhaps a sort of somewhat weak for, you know, to be honest, like the field for a WTA 250, you know, it's not the strongest field, but you can only play who's in front of you. And as I say, I mean, I say that, but Fran has been in good form. Obviously, Ayala has been playing at the WTA level for most of this year, and we'll see who she faces in the final. It won't be the number 1 seed if she does get through. It won't be Haddad Maia, the Brazilian. And that was another good serve there. Ace down the tee from Chen. So 30 love. Yeah, another good serve there down the middle from Chen. The return goes long, so it's 40 love. And that is honestly another great serve. Down the middle again, an ace. And you've got to say, that serve is looking very solid. And it has looked very good all tournament. She is, I mean, it wasn't, the strongest serve in the world. But, with serving, it's all about the consistency of placement. Placement is most important first, And also like the decision making as well, because you want to outwit your opponent and you don't want to be too predictable, so they don't always know where you're going. So this is the point here, 15 love, but wow. Oh, that was Chen unleashing on her forehand, but it goes long. That was a bit more of a longer rally. There was a chance there. She was going for the winner, but it goes long. So it's 30 love to Jones at 3-5. It's going to be a second serve for her now. Oh, it's another double fault for Janice. Sorry, for Fran. And yes, it gives Janice a point. 30-15 now. Good serve there from Jones, but it is returned. We are in a bit of a rally. Oh, wow, that slice lands in from Chen, and eventually she's able to come forward and finish off with a forehand at the net. Yeah, Jones didn't expect that slice backhand to drop in like that. It just dropped onto the far line there, and Chen manages to come out on top. So, yeah, it's a 30 all, and Jones again under pressure, but that's a decent serve. Now has a chance to finish with a forehand. Oh, yeah, and that is well done by Jones. 40-30. Yeah, good response from Jones there. Jones serves. It is returned, though, pretty deep by Janice. Oh, wow. Jones upping the aggression. Janice is just hanging in the rallies there, trying to defend. Yeah, I mean, she eventually, it's too much for her. That's a good hold from Fran. You can see that she's a tough competitor. And it is now 5-4 to Chen, and she will come out to serve for this first set. Fran Jones, 6th seed here. Janice is unseeded. You have to admit that if she keeps this form up, I think Janice is going to be seeded at these tournaments in the not too distant future. She's still not inside the top 100, but she's, regardless of the outcome of this match, Janice will be up to a new career high ranking. Let's see where her live ranking is at the moment. Janice, she'll be getting near the top 100 right now. The live ranking is at 116. Her previous high ranking was 130, so she will be moving up at least 116. Actually, at the moment, if she's able to get through to the final, Yeah, she's going to be jumping up even further, perhaps up closer. Yeah, perhaps she'll be getting into that top 100 after this tournament. Either way, it's going to be really close. And of course, the top 100 is important because it's it's not just that it's the number 100 in that sense, but it basically means that you're getting into the Grand Slam events automatically without having to qualify. Of course, she had to qualify for the US Open. If you get in the top 100, it's very likely then that she will not have to qualify for the Australian Open, which is the next major. Ari commenting, if she wins the tournament, she will be in the ranking about 93. Yeah, so she should definitely, if she wins the tournament, she will be in the top 100. That was a good way to start off this game. She serves out wide and then good 1-2 punch. This time she goes with a forehand cross court inside out, and that's very good winner. 15-love. She dumps that first serve into the net, so it will be a second serve. Oh, it just goes long there. Fairly big serve down the middle there from Chen. So she was going for it, but yeah, it's a double. So 15-all. Janice Chen. Oh, first serve again bounces off the net and goes long. Maybe a second serve, not ideal in this tight situation when you're trying to serve out the first set, but she gets that serve in, and Jones goes big in the return, and that draws the error from Chen. So it's 15-30. So pressure here for the Indonesian player. Yeah, and Jones, you can absolutely tell that she's got a strong game, and she's definitely a fighter. So Janice has got to be focused here. Oh, it's another first serve dumped into the net, so it's going to be a second serve. This is tough moments here for Janice. It's at 15-30. Oh dear. And it's a double fault again. The serve this time dumped into the net. 15-40. That means 2 break-back points for Fran Jones. This is perhaps Janice feeling the pressure here. It's something that we see. I mean, she has served so well. She's going to have to serve extremely well here. Oh, she does get the first serve in, but it is returned. She's got to be careful here. She's being aggressive. She goes big in that forehand, but Jones is, and she tries to go inside and over the high part of the net, but it goes into the net. And that means Jones breaks back, and it's 5-all. Chen fails to serve out the first set, and that is trouble now. 5 games all. And we've got a viewer, seemingly a Filipino fan, cheering for Janice. Yeah, that's disappointment. And yeah, definitely Fran is here to fight. Big come on, big roar. She breaks back here. And yeah, it's tough now because Fran will now have a chance to get ahead on the scoreboard. But she's had her issues on serve, so it's not going to be straightforward maybe. And another first serve dumped into the net, so perhaps a chance here for Janice. Second serve. It is in. Oh, but again, it was into the body, and yeah, Chen poorly executes that return. It goes into the very far away. So yeah, 15-love now, and this is a great issue. Yeah, it's a big problem now for Chen. First serve. It is returned though. Oh, that was good defense there from Janice. She is back in the rally, but she's going to have to be a bit more aggressive, I think. She's using the slice backhand again. Oh, but that's a good drop shot there from Fran Jones. She uses the forehand to hit that drop shot. And yeah, well executed. It's 30 love. And suddenly, yeah, the momentum has changed a little bit, and it's Fran who looks like the more confident player here. So Janice has got to focus here, I think, as Augustinus says. Second serve it will be for Jones. Oh, big return there from Janice. Oh, but somehow Jones gets it back. Oh, and this time she runs around the backhand, hits that forehand inside in up the line. And that is great execution there from Janice Chen. So that's a forehand winner, and that's what we've become accustomed to seeing. It is 30-15. That's the first serve out. Another second serve. Fran Jones leading 30-15 in this game. Let's see. Oh, she checks her ball toss, so she will have to wait for the second serve. Now it comes. A good return there from Janice. Yeah, and then Fran Jones has to go up the line on the backhand side, but it goes wide. And so it's 30 all. Perhaps maybe Chen can actually break back here immediately. Let's see if she can do that. But it's tight moments here, 30 all. Oh, the return there, just going wide from Janice. She'll be disappointed with that one. 40-30 to Jones. Yeah, difficult moments here. Yeah, and I thought it would be a tight match, and it obviously has turned out that way. Oh, it's a decent return, but is it going to be enough? Oh, yeah. And Jones tries to go back in behind Chen, but it goes long behind the baseline. She's disappointed with that, and it's deuce. Janice Chen hanging in here. Of course, she'll definitely like to be able to break and not take it, not have to go to a tie break. Oh, it's going to be a second serve for Jones. This is a huge moment here. Janice Chen, it's an awkward return. Oh, and then Fran comes in on that slice there from Chen, and Jones dumps it into the net. So it is going to be another break point for Janice Chen, her advantage. Oh, yeah. So Jones goes down the middle, and Janice can't return it in. So it's back to deuce. Tough moments here at deuce. Fran Jones to serve. First serve it is. It's in. It is returned well, though, by Janice. And yeah, Fran tries to go forehand out wide, and it goes into the tram lines again. So it is Janice with another break point here. Second break point in this game. First serve. It is returned. Now we're in the rally. Big forehand. Oh no, it's going into the net again. That was a chance there for Chen. And you wouldn't expect her to do that again, but she puts that forehand into the net. And perhaps, a little bit of tightness getting into the match here for the players as we get into this, the business end of this set. Juice it is. It's returned well there from Janice. She's using the slice here. Oh, but that was too easy. I mean, Jones goes with that forehand up the line, and that was really well executed, that winner. So it's advantage now to Jones, and those break points have come and gone. And is Janice going to regret that? So a game point now for the Brit. And it's served in. And yeah, it's unreturned, and Fran is really elated with that. She takes the game. It's 6-5. And now Janice Chen is behind. Yeah. Janice Chen was leading 5-3, and it's now 6-5 to Jones. This is going to be a lot of pressure for Janice when she comes out to serve. I mean, she has served in general so well, but then she threw in some double faults and on that game when she was serving for the first set. And this is tennis. I mean, sometimes the momentum can switch like that, and it's a pressure match. It's a game of pressure moments, applied pressure. You've got to be able to handle that consistently if you want to win. But yeah, let's see if Chen can come out with positive response here and take it to a tie break. First time these players have played. We see some of the match stats here. I'm not sure those are actually correct. Yeah, the WTA website isn't always the best actually for these match stats, but anyway, there's the scoreboard for you. (6-5) to Jones, and Janice will now come out to serve to stay in this first set and hopefully take it to a tie-break. Of course, this is the first semi-final for an Indonesian player since 2002 in a WTA event. Yeah, okay, so that's a good start for Janice. Decent serve out wide, and she's able to finish it, the short ball with the forehand. So 15 love. Good serve from Janice again. But she's left the court open here. She's got to be careful. Chance for Jones, and then yes, she goes big on the forehand in behind Janice, and that's a great winner from Jones. And yeah, it is 15 all. Yeah, I mean, Janice was looking in such a good position earlier on. And it's funny how things change. I mean, definitely Jones is, after that blip, she's become more confident. And then maybe Janice has gone a little bit the other way. But yeah, that was a decent serve this time down the middle. So yeah, overall for Janice, I mean, she has been very good on serve. It was just that one game when she was serving for the first set that, she had that wobble. Another good first serve that's unreturned. So yeah, getting through this quickly, 40-15. So it's 40-15 here to Janice Chen, and a chance to take it to a tiebreak, 2 game points. Another great first serve down the middle, and that's an ace. And yeah, very confident way to take that game. And yeah, we are going to a tiebreak. This is going to be tense. I'm sure so many of you watching from Jakarta or the rest of Indonesia or wherever you are in the world. Australia, the Philippines. Tiebreak it is. Now, this is very exciting. It's Jones to start on serve. It is in, and it is returned, though. We are into a rally. Janice gets a chance to use that forehand. She goes back in behind, and that's a great forehand. Janice Chen taking the initiative, and she gets the first point. 1-love. Bali dog walker in Bali. I've never been to Bali. Of course, it's a popular destination for tourists. Never made it myself, though. Perhaps one day. Perhaps there will be a tournament there one day. Maybe another WTA tournament. We can go see Janice play. Serve here for Janice. It is in. Big return, though, from Jones, and she's going to go for it here. Janice resorting to the slices, but she gets a chance on the forehand. Oh, and eventually the error from Jones. So, yeah, 2-love to Janice. You have to say she's playing well here. And, yeah, I mean, well, let's see if she can get this point here. Oh, serve out wide. You have to say, excellent serving there. Another ace, and her serving has just been, it's been very good. It's just that one game when she was serving for the set when, she had that wobble. And yeah, but at the moment, it seems to have returned in this tiebreak. So good start here. Oh, the serve goes out. So it's going to be a second serve for Fran Jones. Oh, it was out. A double fault. So it's 4-love to Chen. 6th double fault of the match for Jones. Obviously, not a good number. Serve down the middle, but it is returned. Jones trying to be aggressive here. And her forehand is eventually dumped into the net. 5-love. Chen is racing away with this tiebreak. 5-love. And it could be 7-love if we've got Chen on her service game now. Oh, another good serve. And another good forehand winner there from Chen. So confident. 6-0 in this tiebreak. And this is it. 6-0 to Chen in this tiebreak. It's gone very well. Here she's serving. Big down the middle. And yeah, that return goes long. And she takes it 7-0 in the tiebreak. Great first set there from Janice Chen. Just that little wobble. But you have to say, emphatic in the end. And, you can see what a good player she is. I mean, the serve and the forehand, absolute weapons. Great mover. Perhaps a little bit of weakness on the backhand, but it doesn't matter because it's not really been an issue today. 66% of her first serves are in. She set 14 winners, 20 unforced errors, 6 winners and 17 unforced errors for Jones. So much better ratio for Janice. Overall, 44 points to Janice Chen, 33 to Jones. In that sense, it's not actually been that close. It has been a competitive match, and Jones had played some good tennis, but overall, Janice has been the more convincing player, and she takes it 7-6. She's just one set away from her first WTA final. People of Indonesia, tennis fans from Indonesia, should be very excited about this player. She's going to surely crack the top 100. But in my view, she can go much higher than that. Yes, very exciting here. And you have to say, yeah, let's see if she can, how she's going to do at this tournament. I don't think she's going to be playing any more ITF events. The ITF is the lower tour than the WTA. I mean, I think she's risen too much for that. So it'll be interesting to see where she plays now. But yeah, excellent stuff from Janice. And you have to say, just a really composed and mature performance. And she must have been doing great work as well on, obviously, the college system, her university. She must have had good coaching, but, just the experience of the last year. I mean, coming through from the lower level, she won and played a lot of matches. And it's always important in tennis to have a lot of matches, to have that match sharpness, and have this sort of ability to just play and get used to the patterns of play. And, she's been doing that consistently. So, it's good that she's been able to play this long without injury and seemingly, just keep going. So, yeah, hopefully she can keep it going. But it's starting off love 15 on the Janice Chen serve. She will take first serve now, though. Coming into the net, Janice. Oh, that's a lovely finish. It was not easy, and it's a lovely little drop volley with the backhand side. And yeah, very nice. 15 all. So Janice Chen serves. Oh, but it bounces off the net and goes long. Second serve it will be for this semi-final clash in Sao Paulo, Brazil. Second serve. Oh, haven't seen too many of those. That was the second serve into the net. Again, another double fault. Fifth double fault of the match for Chen. It's going to be another second serve. She's got to be careful that she's not losing focus, Janice, here at the start of this second set. Second serve. It is in. Jones tries to return well, but oh, and it does rush Chen, and she sends her forehand long, so it's going to be 15-40. 15-40. Now, difficult here. She doesn't want to just hand that momentum back to Jones. She could do with one of those big first serves that we've seen. Oh, she does go down the tee, and it would look pretty good, but it hit the net. So it is a let. And she will get another first serve. Is she going to go the same way? She does, but it's out. Second serve. Second serve it is. Oh, that's a lovely forehand up the line there from Janice Chen. Beautiful forehand winner. Beautiful placement. 30-40. Oh, tremendous. Don't I wish I could hit a forehand like that? Oh, that's a beautiful 1-2, but Jones still manages to get it back. Incredible defense from Jones. If she wins this point, oh no, she eventually has to hit that forehand into the net. But that was great defense there from Fran Jones. So yeah, I mean, Chen did well to keep her composure, I suppose. She had to hit a nice volley there to the net, and it was just enough for her. So, you know, Janice as well, she's got good abilities in the forecourt in terms of, you know, her volleys, her touches around the net. She's played a lot of doubles when she was at university. Another good serve there. And now it's advantage Chen. The serve being so important for her. Being able to turn things around. So, advantage Chen. Oh, it's another superb serve down the middle. Another ace. And it's 1-0, Janice Chen. And yeah, I mean, just great stuff. She looks so confident. And I know on this form, if she does make it to the final, I think you would be crazy to underestimate her. Yeah, she's definitely got a great chance if she does make it to the final. That's right. I mean, the #1 seed and also the home player from Brazil, Haddad Maia, top 20 player, she is out of the tournament. So yeah, definitely a great opportunity here for either of these players if they get it through. But yeah, especially for Janice, I think the way that she's playing, the conditions, she likes them. And she's just playing well. Ooh. $15 here to Fran Jones in this second game of the second set. And that first serve goes wide, so it's going to be a second serve for the Brit. And it seems like we've got many viewers here from Indonesia excited to watch Janice. I don't know where they are showing this match, if they're showing it on TV or in the streaming services in Indonesia. I don't know about that. WTA TV has their own streaming service where you can watch WTA matches. So if you've got a computer, laptop, yeah, that's a good place to find it. Yeah, that was a good approach there from Fran. So it's 40-0 here. But it will be a second serve for Jones. Oh, big return there from Janice. And yeah, she gets the point. It is 15. Or sorry, I should say 40-15. And that was a decent serve down the middle from Jones. So she takes this game 1-0. Okay, so Chen comes out to serve now. It is second serve. It is in, but that is a return that goes out from Jones. And of course, it was Chen that started serving first in this second set. And you know, that's potentially an advantage for her, I think, especially with the way she's serving. She can definitely create a bit of pressure for Fran. Second serve. It is returned. And we are in a rally now. Oh, but Chen goes big on that forehand. And eventually she comes out on top in that rally. So it is 30 love to Janice Chen. And yeah, she's a tough competitor here, Jones, but I think perhaps there's an opportunity here if Chen can hold for her to step it up and actually pile on the pressure. That return goes long on that serve out wide from Chen, so it's 40 love. And now an opportunity for a love hold. Yeah, that return goes out, so it is game for Chen, and it's 2-1. Let's have a look at the draw here. Let's see if we can get it up for you. So you should be able to see on the screen there. So these are on the screen. You can see the semi-final lineup there. If Janice Chen does win this, she will go through to play either Zarazua or Rajaona here. So player from Mexico, the 5th seed, or the player from France. I guess Zarazua would be favored to make it through. But yeah, it's not the toughest opponent Janice could have faced in the final. So definitely, if she does make it through, she's got a great chance to actually take the title and lift herself into the top 100. Oh, that's interesting, Kanopi. She played badminton as well. She's good in the net. So yeah, badminton would certainly help with your reactions and your touch at the net. So it's obviously a bit different in tennis, but definitely those skills do transfer somewhat. Okay, so thanks for joining, everyone. Fran Jones now to serve here at Chen, leading 2-1 in this second set. Yeah, just really good with that forehand. So powerful that eventually she comes out on top, and it's Janice Chen takes the first point here. Love 15. Yeah, this is a chance now for Chen to really put on the pressure. She's got that forehand. She's going to go big in the forehand. Oh, but she goes cross court there, and it goes way long. So quite wild, that one. Getting a bit carried away, perhaps, but it's 15 all. $15 all. It's serve from Jones, goes into the net. It will be the second serve from the Brit. Fran Jones, twice a WTA 125 title winner this year. Oh, but she goes wide again. And that is very well executed on a second serve. 30-15. Yes, Chen, the next Ash Barty, the Indonesian Ash Barty. Serve down the middle from Fran Jones. That was well executed. So that brings it now to 40-15. So Jones will take another first serve. Leave a comment. Tell me where you're watching from in the world. Are you in Jakarta? I'm going to bet a lot of you are in Jakarta. But perhaps you're somewhere else in Indonesia, Bali. It is returned by Janice Chen. She uses the slice. Oh, but Jones tries to go with the drop shot on the forehand side, but it drops into the net. So it is 40-30 to Fran Jones now in this game. Let's see if Chen can push it to Juice. Oh, but it's a good serve there. Down the middle again from Jones, and it's 2 games all. Certainly, Jones is not going to go down easily without a fight, so it seems. And Janice to serve again. Let's see if she can get it done. Yeah, so it is second serve here, 15 love for Chen. And we are in a rally now. Forehand from Jones. Another forehand from her. Forehand from Janice, but it goes into the net. So it is 15 all. Second serve now for Janice. Oh, she went for the slice backhand this time, but it goes wide. And yeah, this is a difficult moment here because it's now 15-30. Janice has got to be careful here. Just going out that backhand. Oh dear, so that serve hits off the top of the net and goes into the tram line. So it's going to be a second serve. Oh, she checks her ball toss. Starts again. Second serve coming now. That's a good second serve, but is she going to finish off? Yes, she does finish off with a great forehand winner again up the line. That is very typical Janice Chen. Yeah, that was a good second serve down the middle. I think it would landed on the right on the line there, and allowed her the space to hit that forehand winner. This time she goes serve out wide, and she finishes again. Oh, the forehand is returned though. Oh, and then her forehand goes long. She looked to have been on top in that rally, but Jones hung in there, and eventually the error from Chen. 30-40, and it's a break point for the British player. 30-40. Pressure here. Can Chen hold on? It's this first serve into the net. It's going to be a second serve. Second serve is in. Decent return, though, from Jones. She comes into the net, Janice, but she's eventually able to finish it off. Yes. Jones trying to lob her, but Janice is just able to touch it away. And yeah, tricky point there, but Janice handled it well. And it's back to Juice. Wow, Amal, you're up very late. Well, I'll try to do my best to keep you updated. Yeah, again, that was Janice going for the backhand slice, but it goes into the net. It's not been the most reliable shot here. Sometimes it can be effective, but at the moment it's not working for Janice, and she's got another break point to save here. But yeah, it's a decent serve that's unreturned, and it's back to Juice. Back to Juice here. So serve from Janice. Out wide. Somehow Jones gets it back. And eventually Chen is able to finish it off again with a volley at the net. But, you know, Jones's defense is very impressive. I mean, a few balls there, you just wouldn't have expected her to get back so well. And then, yeah. But, you know, Chen is sharp and she's able to deal with it. So it is advantage Chen here. That first serve goes out, though, so it's going to be a second serve again. Let's see if she can actually hold and get this game on the board. Oh, yeah. Jones tries to go big, but the return is out. So Chen holds, and that's a good hold, having faced break points. So, yeah, good hold. And you have to say now that you know, Jones has missed those breakpoint opportunities, perhaps Chen will be able to step up here and you know, run away with this second set. I feel like she's got the game to be able to do that, but it's let's see if she can put it all together. Come on, Janice, do your best in this match for our country of Indonesia. Absolutely. I think she is doing her best, and she has been doing extremely well in this tournament and all year, really. That's why she's in this situation. Janice Barty. Well, you know, it's nice to be compared to Ash Barty, who is a great player, the Australian major winner. But, you know, maybe she's going to make her own name. So people will be comparing, you know, themselves to Janice. So let's see how far Janice can go. I mean, she's still new at this level, but at 23 years of age, certainly got the best years of her career ahead of her. So, yeah, it's just going to be exciting to see how her career goes, what kind of trajectory it takes. I think she's going to be a top 50 player and a regular in the WTA Tour. Let's see how far she can go with her game. Yeah, she gets an opportunity there with a net cord, a fortunate net cord, and she's runs forward and finishes off with that forehand. So it's good start for Chen here. Love 15. Oh, that is a superb forehand winner again up the line from Janice. Love 30 now. And this is it, maybe, like I was saying, chance for Janice to step up here, take the break, and perhaps run away with this second set. Oh, it's a decent return there, and yet Jones unable to deal with it. Love 40, and it's going to be 3 break points for the Indonesian. Ooh, that was a serve just out. So it's going to be a second serve. Jones thought it might have been an ace, but just wide, I guess. And a chance now. And we're in the rally. Oh, that's a good backhand there from Jones. She goes cross court and hits a good winner. That is Fran Jones hanging in there. So it's 15-40, but still 2 more breakpoint opportunities for Janice. Jones serves down the middle, and the return goes long. So 30-40, another breakpoint gone. But perhaps can Chen get this breakpoint? Let's see. So serve here from Jones. It's out wide. It is returned by Janice, though. It just stays in. But that's a good forehand from Jones. She's coming forward. Oh, and Jen was going for the pass, but it goes into the net. I thought she might make it, but it's back to Juice. So Jones saves 3 break points. Thank you very much, Jenny, for sending me the Thai bat. I think that's Thai bat for Jenny from Thailand. The love coming for Janice from Jakarta. Second serve now. Yeah, advantage now for Chen. Let's see if she can. Big expectations here. Supporting the channel. Future Grand Slam winner, says Salah John. Who knows? Who knows, honestly? Walter says if she can prove her double-handed backhand to attack, she'll be in the top 10 or better. Who knows? Definitely she's got something about her that is special. Second serve here for Janice. Sorry, for Jones. Oh, but the return goes long from Janice Chen. So it is Juice. And it says Chen, the next Yayuk Busuki. Yayuk Busuki, of course, yeah, the top, the best Indonesian player. She was as high as number 19 in the world in singles, and she got to the quarterfinal at Wimbledon in 1997. So, yeah, great player, and it'd be amazing if she could even get close to that. Well, good finish there from Fran Jones. She does with a nice little touch at the net, the drop volley, or sorry, little drop shot. So it is advantage to Jones, having been down love 40. Oh, but eventually that backhand going long. And it's 3 games all. That's a great hold from Fran Jones. Definitely thought that was the opportunity there for Chen to actually, take a good lead. And you have to say, impressive from Jones. She does look like a player that's, won a lot of matches recently. Of course she has, but, she's playing like that here. but definitely a battler. Serve out wide there from Janice. She goes back in behind, but Jones able to deal with it. Another big forehand, and eventually the error from Jones. So 15 love. I think you're probably right, Henry. She's probably going to make a good amount of money. She's already has, I think. Oh, she's going big up the line there, but it goes wide. 15 all. Oh, the serve down the tee just goes out. But the serve out wide, that was well executed. And eventually she finishes with a smash at the net. Very assured. Wow, this rally is very good. Let's see if Janice can come out on top. She eventually does get the opportunity, and she finishes again with a forehand winner, hitting it cross court. And that is a great rally to come out on top of, because, you know, Jones hanging in there so well. Tough competitor, but she's frustrated that she doesn't win it. But Janice says, come on, as she raises her fist. And it is 40-15. And another great serve out wide, another ace. Well, Henry, I think, you know, you're going to get your wish. You know, she's going to have that opportunity at some point soon. Now that she is, you know, about to enter the top 100, she'll be in a lot more of these main tour events. And of course, that's the opportunity when, you know, she'll be able to meet some of these players. You know, you've got big events coming up in Asia as well, like the WTA 1000 events in Beijing, in Wuhan. She could probably get in there. If she's not getting in directly, she'll be able to qualify. And yeah, good opportunity to face some of the bigger players. And yeah, I think in Asia, you know, it's all hard courts, and some of them are quite quick, and that should suit Janice. Well, I think the thing is that Janice is she hardly ever hits the top spin backhand, because, you know, she's just always slicing it. And I think the problem is that, I mean, sometimes I've seen her hit a top spin, it looked okay, but I think she obviously does not feel confident in it. And yeah, if you have that as a shot, it's going to be a weakness that players are going to try and expose. You know, if she cannot be aggressive with that. And I think, you know, against Ayala, she didn't use it too much in the end, because, you know, Ayala being a lefty, it becomes a lot more awkward with the way the lefty forehand goes into her backhand. So, and certainly, Yeah, I mean, her forehand is very good, so she can sometimes run around the backhand and hit that forehand so well, but it's not always ideal. You can't always do that. So yeah, it would be good for her to. Wow, that was a great forehand winner there again from Chen to make it 15-all. Yeah, it will be good for Janice if she's able to. Yeah, just practice that topspin forehand so that she can use it a bit more frequently and you know, not make it such a weakness. You know, if she can just get a solid backhand, then yeah, that's definitely going to be a positive development and help her win a few more matches. Yeah, it's a good question. I think Yala was perhaps, yeah, she did underperform, I think, especially from the second set. She was a bit tired, I think. She's played a lot of tennis. She won a tournament in Mexico just before this. So I think tiredness did come into it. But I do think that Janice was playing very well. So, you know, the scoreline was justified. Yeah, it will be interesting to see how she plays on clay. It does seem like the forehand would be able to cause trouble on that surface. I'm not sure. Let's see how she feels on it. Oh, that's a great pass there from Janice Chen. Fran Jones came with the approach. She kind of got caught in no man's land, but it was well finished from Janice Chen, and she has a break point. It's 30-40. And if Chen does get this point, she will serve for the match. Can she do it? We're in a bit of a rally here. Chance now for Janice Chen in the forehand. And it's an error there from Jones. Her ball goes long, and that means it is now 5-3 to Janice Chen, and she will serve for the match. And of course, a place in the final of this Sao Paulo Open event. Big serve out wide there from Janice. Serve into the net there. Will be a second serve now for Janice Chen. 15-love, she leads. Oh, she stops her ball toss there. Second serve, but it goes in. It's returned by Jones, but it goes long, so it's 30-love. Yes, Hotma. It is actually, this is the first, you know, WTA Tour tournament that Janice has played, and she looks like she's about to go to the final. Yeah, another good serve out wide. Cannot be returned by Jones, and it's 40-love. Yeah, first serve was 7-6. First set was 7-6, that's right. And here is 3 match points. So it's a let, so she'll get another chance at the first serve. Serves in, and it's returned long, and Janice wins. She is into the final in Sao Paulo. 7-6, 6-3. And you have to say, fully deserved on that performance. Definitely the better player, as she raises her hand and waves to the fans. And Fran Jones played well. She was very competitive. But you have to say, Janice Chen thoroughly deserved. Excellent performance on serve. Very excellent forehand, that she was using. And you have to say, amazing, really, because she's into her first WTA final. This is the first WTA Tour event that she's played. That is quite unbelievable. Much love, SP love, she says. Wow. I mean, honestly, that was... Yeah. Thanks for joining. I mean, this has been a tremendous performance for Janice. I think she's going to get interviewed now. It's going to be interesting to see what she says. She's getting interviewed now on the court, I think, as the winner of this semi-final. Let's hear if we can hear what she's going to say. But yeah, amazing for her to do this. And she's going to be up in the rankings again, in the live rankings. I'm going to have to see where she is now. So Janice Chen is now currently at number 102 in the live rankings. She's just 2 spots off that top 100. Of course, if she wins the final, she will definitely be inside the top 100. I think she'll be up to around, let's see, I don't know. Yeah, going to be much higher. Yeah, I can't really hear what she's saying at the moment. But yeah, thanks very much for joining. I guess you've got a lot of people joining in from Indonesia. If you haven't hit like and subscribe, please do. I will hopefully be bringing you more live streams, perhaps. Yeah, very likely of Janice's matches. I don't know if we'll be able to do the final. But yeah, of course, she's going to be in much more of these tournaments in the future. And hopefully we'll be seeing Janice as well, winning the title and then maybe going on to the Australian Open. I hope Ash got a comment there. I hope Ash Barty watched Janice in the Australian Open. You know what? That could happen. That could happen. Yeah, but she's got a really exciting game. Such a good athlete. And, just a great performance. It's just amazing to see her keep on winning all these matches. I mean, it is pretty remarkable what she's done. And basically, she's about, as I say, 102 in the live ranking. If you see on this tennis website, I don't know if you can see that. Let's see if we can get that up big on the screen. You can see that there. So you can see Janice there at 102. Her previous high ranking was 130, but now Janice is there, at 102. So yeah, very good chance for her to win the final. Let's hear what Janice is saying. She's now getting interviewed. Yeah, so Janice is saying that she's been working on her serve almost every day, and it seems to be paying off. She did serve so well today. Serves came up in big moments, yeah. So yeah, first WTA final of Indonesians since Angelique Wijaya at the Thai Open Thailand in 2002. So amazing really for Janice to be able to do this in her first tournament. And it's going to be interesting to see how that final goes. It could be against Zarazua, the Mexican player who just beat Haddad Maya, who's a top 20 player. So, you know, we shouldn't underestimate her. It could be tough in that final, whoever she plays, but she's definitely got a chance. And regardless, it's been a great run for her. And yeah, definitely, she's going to be doing much. You know, she's going to be playing much bigger tournaments, and she's going to be doing much. Going to have many more opportunities to play many bigger players, and I definitely think she's got a chance to move towards the top 50, and then, you know, who knows, maybe she can get some good slam runs. I don't want to predict too much, but, you know, she's got to keep playing, got to stay fit. She does seem fit, but yeah, let's see what happens. And thank you very much for joining us. I hope to see you again soon. Please hit subscribe if you've not done that, but thank you very much. I'm going to sign off now. See you later.